Once we have extracted the registry hives, we need a tool to view these files as we would in the registry editor. Since the registry editor only works with live systems and can't load exported hives, we can use the following tools. Registry Viewer, as we can see in the screenshot below, Access Data's Registry Viewer has a similar user interface to the Windows Registry Editor. There are a couple of limitations, though. It only loads one hive at a time, and it can't take the transaction logs into account.
knowing the whole time I ain't have no goddamn wrong microphone on. Boy, was that water fucking good. Fuck, that water was good. How many seasons of I think it was like 13 or something. 11. Shameless was a good show. I always wanted to fuck her. Oh, she's like a cute red flag. Alright, let's do this. What was that? Let's see.
Zimmerman's Registry Explorer. Eric Zimmerman has developed a handful of tools that are very useful for performing digital forensics and incident response. One of them is the Registry Explorer. It looks like the below screenshot. It can load multiple hives simultaneously and add data from transaction logs into the hive to make a more cleaner hive with more up-to-date data. It also has a handy bookmarks option containing forensically important registry keys often sought by forensics investigators. Investigators can go straight to the interesting registry keys and values with the bookmarks menu item. We will explore these in more detail in the upcoming tasks.
Damn, I was not paying attention to none of that.
Eric Zimmerman has developed a handful of tools that are very useful for performing digital forensics and incident response. One of them is the Registry Explorer. It looks like the below screenshot. It can load multiple hives simultaneously and add data from transaction.
Where is Washington at? So fucking far away. Why is it always a pain in the ass to get from place?
logs into the Hive to make a more cleaner Hive with more up-to-date data. It also has a handy bookmarks option containing forensically important registry keys often sought by forensics investigators. Investigators can go straight to the interesting registry keys and values with the bookmarks menu item. We will explore these in more detail in the upcoming tasks.
Damn it.
RegRipper. RegRipper is a utility that takes a registry Hive as input and outputs a report that extracts data from some of the forensically important keys and values in that Hive. The output report is in a text file and shows all the results in sequential order. RegRipper is available in both a CLI and GUI form, which is shown in the screenshot below. One shortcoming of RegRipper is that it does not take the transaction logs into account. We must use Registry Explorer to merge transaction logs with the respective registry hives before sending the output to RegRipper for a more accurate result. Even though we have discussed these different tools, for the purpose of this room, we will only be using Registry Explorer and some of Eric Zimmerman's tools. The other tools mentioned here will be covered in separate rooms.
Where the fuck's the registry? Oh, there's Registry Explorer.
Now that we have learned how to read registry data, let's find out where to look in the registry to perform our forensic analysis. When we start performing forensic analysis, the
Hi, hello, time. Use everything you periodically specific. We just talked about this. Rate, subscribe, and the reason why message.
That looks hard to do. That looks really hard to do. Alright, back to this. Yay, science. I'm in the boring part of
now
this
that
shit.
we have learned how to read registry data, let's find out where to look in the registry to perform our forensic analysis.
All reading.
When we start performing forensic analysis, the first step is to find out about the system information.
Oh.
This task will cover gathering information related to a
I'm ready
machine
to go back to
system
the
and
red team
account
and shit.
information.
Like, I'm totally ready to go back to it. I want to finish the blue team and shit, and then I'm gonna go back to the red team and shit's fun. But I feel like I should learn this first, you know.
OS version. If we only have triage data to perform forensics, we can determine the OS version from which this data was pulled through the registry.
I'm so tired of looking at logs.
To find the OS version, we can use the following registry key: software /Microsoft /Windows NT /current version. This is how a registry.
You ain't gotta say all that. So, was that even in? Is that really there? Let's see. Windows NT current version. Where am I looking at for that at? Oops, shit. Evil studying, yeah. It's boring studying is what this is. I don't think this whole chapter ain't got. Oh my gosh, just reading. There's not one VM in this whole room. Maybe. Oh, here, there's a VM at the end. Okay, where does it show the Windows version? Current version 6.3. That's so weird. I'm confused on what that even means. 6.3. This is not Windows 10 Pro. This is an old registry. This is Windows 11. All this is wrong. 2009? What the fuck? Oh great. I hope it's not trying to edit it. What the hell's going on? Why is it crashing? Fucking 64 gigs of RAM, 24 core processor, it crashes on the registry area. I'm confused on that. What is Windows NT? Hang on, I'm tripping. Windows NT. That's something else. Oh, that's why. I'm tripping. I was like, what the hell is NT again? Yeah, that's why it's showing some old shit. Whatever. Whatever.
Current control set. The hives containing the machine's configuration data used for controlling system startup are called control sets. Commonly, we will see two control sets, control set 001 and control set 002, in the system hive on a machine. In most cases, but not always, control set 001 will point to the control set that the machine booted with, and control set 002 will be the last known good configuration. Their locations will be system /control set 001 system /control set 002. Windows creates a volatile control set when the machine is live, called the current control set, HKLM /system /current control set.
Shut up.
For getting the most accurate.
It's still talking. I'm trying to. Just all hexadecimal shit. Some of this makes sense, but some of this don't. I don't know how to read a registry. I ain't got a clue how to read that shit. I remember I fuck with registry all the time. It's always from me Google or Google tutorial.
Windows creates a volatile control set when the machine is live, called the current control set, HKLM /system /current control set. For getting the most accurate system information, this is the hive that we will refer to. We can find out which control set is being used as the current control set by looking at the following registry value, system /select /current. Similarly, the last known good configuration can be found using the following registry value, system /select /last known good. This is how it looks like in Registry Explorer.
I want to see.
Take a look and answer question number 2.
What does it look like? 1. It's just 1. I don't understand it. Last known good configuration is just a hexadecimal of a 1. See, I understand they all work and read with each other, so that's telling something last known good configuration on to what? What is that pointing to? They're all pointing to something. I don't understand the registry that much. Man, I keep wanting to look at shit and try to understand it, but that's why it takes me so long to just do a 10-minute lesson, because I want to understand it fully. System select current 1. They're all 1. They're all just fucking 1. Whatever. Take a look and answer question 2. I didn't say anything about question 1. Oh, answer that. I don't remember even answering that. Oh, I just guessed one. I was right. I just one. That's what it was on mine too. It was one. What was it asking? Which control set contains the last known good configuration? So it points to the control set. So, and there's two control sets, 1 and 2. Well, that one says 0. Would that one if it pointed to a different one, would it be 2? I don't know. Whatever.
It is vital to establish this information before moving forward with the analysis. As we will see, many forensic artifacts we collect will be collected from the control sets. Computer name. It is crucial to establish the computer name while performing forensic analysis to ensure that we are working on the machine we are supposed to work on. We can find the computer name from the following location: system /current control set /control /computer name registry. Explorer shows it like this. Take a look and answer question number 3.
Yeah, that's right. That's my computer's name. Okay, let's. Oh, the answer's gonna be THM-4N6. 4N6. What is the value of the time? Let's go. Okay, gotta keep. Right here.
Time zone information. For accuracy, it is important to establish what time zone the computer is located in. This will help us understand the chronology of the events as they happened. For finding the time zone information, we can look at the following location.
Central time zone. So that's in binary. That's the. It says that's the binary data, but that looks like hexadecimal to me. Pakistan Standard Time. So the answer to number 4 is going to be Pakistan Standard Time. Time zone key name. Oh fuck, I looked at it wrong. No, Pakistan Standard Time. Pakistan's standard time.
Time zone information is important because some data in the computer will have their timestamps in UTC/GMT and others in the local time zone. Knowledge of the local time zone helps in establishing a timeline when merging data from all the sources. Network interfaces and past networks. The following registry key will give a list of network interfaces on the machine we are investigating.
Let's go. Why does it take so long to load? Two and a half gig internet. It takes that long to load this shit. seen Hive list. Are you kidding me? I just think he's fucking crashing. Whatever. Really, I can't even look at it without it crashing. Whatever. Why does it keep crashing? What the fuck? Something going on. I don't know. Nothing. It's not like it's being used. No. I want to see it on my own, but why does it keep crashing? It's showing me nothing. Oh. Oh, there's a lot of VM interfaces, I think. It's a broadcast right there. Yeah, these are all virtual NICs. I got. Let's answer question number 5. What is the question number 5? What's the DHCP address? Uh, 100.58. Is that what it is? Huh. past that.
Each interface is represented with a unique identifier, GUID, subkey, which contains values relating to the interface's TCP/IP configuration. This key will provide us with information like IP addresses, DHCP IP address and subnet mask, DNS servers, and more. This information is significant because it helps you make sure that you are performing forensics on the machine that you are supposed to perform it on. The past networks a given machine was connected to can be found in the following locations.
Let's see what that looks like. Jesus. Software, Microsoft. Linksys. What the fuck? Who's Linksys? Yeah, mine looks different.
These registry keys contain past networks as well as the last time they were connected. The last write time of the registry key points to the last time these networks were connected. Auto start programs. Auto runs. The following registry keys include information about programs or commands that run when a user logs on.
Where the fuck do you see that at? Into user. Okay. Oh, damn it. Where the fuck was I at? Current version policies. I don't have nothing to run. That's what I'm saying. Check this shit out. Okay, system. System, current control set, services. Jesus Christ. Well, yeah, of course it's gonna run a bunch of. Yeah, I don't know why I thought it would be much. I'm just saying, notice the value of the start key in the screenshot.
SAM Hive and user information. The SAM Hive contains user account information, login information, and group information. This information is mainly located in the following location.
Well, that's all I got. RID, 501.
The information contained here includes the relative identifier, RID, of the user, number of times the user logged in, last login time, last failed login, last password change, password expiry, password policy, and password hint, and any groups that the user is a part of.
Yeah, I don't have any of that in mind. That's probably only with domain controllers and shit.
Recent files. Windows maintains a list of recently opened files for each user. As we might have seen when using Windows Explorer, it shows us a list of recently used files. This information is stored in the Enticer Hive and can be found on the following location.
I can't find that in mine. Software, Microsoft, Windows. God damn it. Explorer. Recent docs. Well, why does it never show shit for me? Ugh, it keeps fucking crashing. Whatever. It literally doesn't show shit for me.
Registry Explorer allows us to sort data contained in registry keys quickly. For example, the Recent Documents tab arranges the most recently used MRU file at the top of the list. Registry Explorer also arranges them so that the most recently used MRU file is shown at the top of the list and the older ones later. Another interesting piece of information in this registry key is that there are different keys with file extensions, such as .pdf, .jpg, .docs etc. These keys provide us with information about the last used files of a specific file extension. So if we are looking specifically for the last used PDF files, we can look at the following registry key.
Probably don't look at it like that. Yeah, it's download from where it was telling me. Like, I want to see what it looks like on the registry editor. It probably won't let me do that since I'm using it. Oh, I got it. Fucking. I have to find what file name I'm looking for. Where was that hive at? Alright, I need to use multiple tools to do it. So I have to use a couple tools to even do that. One to extract the hides, and then two to look at it. I kind of want to do it. I wish they would give me a machine to do it with.
Registry Explorer also lists the last open time of the files. Answer question number 1 by looking at the above screenshot. Office recent files, similar to the recent docs maintained by Windows Explorer, Microsoft Office also maintains
221.12. Oh, it wants the whole thing? Fuck you. Is the time first or the date first? 12/21, 12/01, 13/0034. The live ID.
shell bags. When any user opens a folder, it opens in a specific layout. Users can change this layout according to their preferences. These layouts can be different for different folders. This information about the Windows shell is stored and can identify the most recently used files and folders. Since this setting is different for each user, it is located in the user hives. We can find this information on the following locations. Registry Explorer doesn't give us much information about shell bags. However, another tool from Eric Zimmerman's tools called the Shell Bag Explorer shows us the information in an easy-to-use format. We just have to point to the hive file we have extracted, and it parses the data and shows us the results. An example is shown below. Take a look and answer question number 2.
want to try that. Because I want to see. What do I want to see? Recent files. Really don't work. Whatever, man. Alright, let's do this. I should have kept that open so I could ban these motherfuckers. I should let it automatically block them. Microsoft. shows nothing. Nothing. Or whatever, it literally shows nothing. At what time was my computer last interacted with? $2.21. $18.20. 2021, 11/24, 18/20. Oh, last interactive. I'm tripping. How is this taking so long? What is the absolute path of the file open using notebook?
Open/save and last visited dialog MRUs. When we open or save a file, a dialog box appears asking us where to save or open that file from. It might be noticed that once we open/save a file at a specific location, Windows remembers that location. This implies that we can find out recently used files if we get our hands on this information. We can do so by examining the following registry keys.
Oh, I'm not trying to type all that. Oh, 2001, that's 11, that's 30. There's no way this is only a 60-minute lesson, dude. But actually exorbitant. It takes how long am I doing this? Over an hour. It's not, I've been doing this over an hour, and I started halfway here.
User Assist. Windows keeps track of applications launched by the user using Windows Explorer for statistical purposes in the User Assist registry keys. These keys contain information about the programs launched, the time. Windows keeps track of applications launched by the user using Windows Explorer for statistical purposes in the User Assist registry keys. These keys contain information about the programs launched, the time of their launch, and the number of times they were executed. However, programs that were run using the command line can't be found in the User Assist keys. The User Assist key is present in the Enticer Hive, mapped to each user's GUID. We can find it at the following location.
Let's see if I can see that in this. It's not even in here. It's literally not even in mine. Windows. Oh, that's cool. Huh. Sometimes a file explorer launch 26 times.
Shimcache. Shimcache is a mechanism used to keep track of application compatibility with the OS and tracks all applications launched on the machine. Its main purpose in Windows is to ensure backward compatibility of applications. It is also called Application Compatibility Cache, AppCompat Cache. It is located in the following location in the system hive.
Alright. I'm about done studying today. I need a break. Alright.
Shim cache stores file name, file size, and last modified time of the executables. Our go-to tool, the Registry Explorer, doesn't parse shim cache data in a human-readable format, so we go to another tool called AppCompat Cache Parser, also a part of Eric Zimmerman's tools. It takes the system hive as input, parses the data, and outputs a CSV file that looks like this. The output can be viewed using Easy Viewer, another one of Eric Zimmerman's tools. Mcache, the Mcache hive is an artifact related to Shimcache. This performs a similar function to Shimcache, and stores additional data related to program executions. This data includes execution path, installation, execution, and deletion times, and SHA-1 hashes of the executed programs. This hive is located in the file system at
What? Macro penis. Condition when a penis is slim because water average. Micro penis. Imagine telling someone you're diagnosed with micro penis. Oh, my cat. She's like, just chilling out there with my homies. Well, it's time to come in, baby. That's about time. I'm about done with this.
BAM/DAM, Background Activity Monitor, or BAM, keeps a tab on the activity of background applications. Similar Desktop Activity Moderator, or DAM, is a part of Microsoft Windows that optimizes the power consumption of the device. Both of these are a part of the modern standby system in Microsoft Windows. In the Windows registry, the following locations
Was the see, it's fucking contradicting itself. Who created the first Windows operating system? Bill Gates along with Paul Allen. And then like Google, which was Windows, was the first Windows created by two people? No, the first Windows was not created by just two people. While Bill Gates spearheaded the project, it was developed by a team at Microsoft. That wasn't even a company at the time. It's crazy. They created a GUI on DOS. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight.
Greetings, Internet! I am Ken from the Computer Clan, here to bars up here. We have some similar looking commands like run. That's something we do today on Windows 10 even. Rename, print, delete. So environment was real. It was. So this is actually a fully functioning DOS system. It's running 3.3, and if I type in win, it loads me into the environment. So this is the way Windows 1.01 looked. This is the MS-DOS Executive. It is the equivalent of the modern-day Explorer, which is the file browser that basically manages our icons on the desktop, where our files are. It lets us open up Windows. We can extension most elevated modern multi-tab calendar. Let's see, 2 o'clock. Let's say I got a meeting with, and these were the save boxes. Pretty simple, but you could earlier. It's a lorem ipsum dolor sit amet. This is my thesis for college. If I don't get this right, I am in big trouble. I really need to graduate from drama school. It's been 8 years. So I can change some characters up here too, like let's say 8 years. I really want to emphasize my pain for this. I can bold that sucker. Look at that. That's beautiful. So, I'm done. Let's go save this thing. We'll call this, there. The addressing doesn't work that way. We can only have up to 8 characters per item in this list here. Play this. Look like, circle, click it. We get all of our. You can do.
It still pretty much has all the
Directory for all that. Resize this using the little button here.
Alright, I'll do the rest tomorrow. I'm done. It's 10:30. There's no way that was only an hour lesson. I've been on for an hour and a half. Alright guys, good night.